Value Time Sports is brought to you by Terrible General Health System's Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
All right, welcome back. And as promised today, Vandebilt Catholic Day. And joining me now, Coach Chad Menard, the victorious state championship coach for the Vandebilt Terriers. 51 years ago, Vandebilt Catholic won a state championship in baseball. And just last weekend, they did it again. Coach, good to see you. Congratulations.
Thanks, Martin. I appreciate it, man. A special feeling, special group of boys, just special family at Vandebilt. It's a great feeling.
And as we roll in highlights, just to let everyone on the Vandebilt side know, just like we did on South Terrebonne, we're going to run in just random highlights while I talk with the coach. There you see a nice double play there, but you're going to see all of it on Facebook and YouTube and some great moments there. And Coach, just the feeling, and I think I told you in the wrap-up press conference, your team came out when they were taking pictures and they were taking infield and outfield. They were very calm. Did you sense that?
Well, that was the goal as a coaching staff going into the game. We really wanted them to be loose because we actually had the pregame talk to the team was about being loose and going with the flow, because if you have some rigidness, if you have some firmness about you, when you face resistance, you tend to break. But if you have some flexibility about you and you're just loosey-goosey, if something were to happen that sideways, you can just bounce back easily. So we refer to it actually as palm trees. So, in a palm tree in a storm, that thing will lay down, but it'll come right back up. But you have a solid tree that faces that resistance, it cracks and falls. So they were palm trees. They were loose and easy, and we were cracking jokes, and that was intentional because we didn't want them to play rigid.
Boy, and it worked because, like I said, if I can recognize that while taking pictures, and I always look at teams before, and you can tell in the eyes sometimes, and they just looked like it was another day at the park. They were going to go out there and do what they were taught to do and what they learned to do. And it started off, it wasn't, it looked like things were going to be tighter in the beginning, but then you could tell where y'all started pulling away. But in the beginning, it was a tight ball game.
It was. I mean, you don't make it to the state finals without having a quality ball club. And Coach Morgan and U High, they do things right. They were prepared, and they came out and they gave us, their best effort as we did. And in baseball, there's a reason why you play 7 innings or 9 innings, and you play, an extended season, because it takes a while for that separation to reveal itself. So, and you got to have a little, you got to pay attention for the whole thing, because you never know what pitch is going to be the most vital pitch. So you just play every one like it's the most important, because it is. And then you move on to the next one and you win that one. So our guys knew that, we have 21 outs to play, and they played hard for every single one of them. You never knew when it was going to break away, if it was early or late. This time it happened to be late, and we caught some momentum, and Uncle Mo was on our side, and we didn't give it back.
Oh, when y'all caught the momentum, you're right. That was serious. And right here, y'all in the momentum. And Owen Shakespeare had started it off, crushed one over center field, and it just was a trickle effect after that. When we went to cover y'all on Friday night, of course, it was raining, and we stayed there for a while. They postponed the game till Sunday. Strategically, and I know it helped. People say, well, everybody can pitch their aces. Yeah, everybody. It helps both clubs. So, but was there an advantage to you? Was there a disadvantage waiting until Sunday? What was your thoughts on that?
Well, I think I'll go back to the palm tree in a bit. You got to be flexible. You can take it how you want to take it, but we just had to roll with the punches. Mm-hmm. We have a quality pitching staff, so we had everybody available on Sunday, but we had everybody but Owen available on Friday, and we're confident in all of them. And it took every single pitcher on our staff to get us to the finals. So, whoever we had to go to, we were confident. And you look at it, I think if we would have scored 12 runs on Friday or whenever, I think, the odds are in our favor. You never know in baseball. That's the beauty of it, too, why you play so much, because each day is a different challenge. It's something different. So, but it was the same for both. We didn't really have a say-so in the matter. The weather came. the tournament directors contacted us, said Sunday at 6. We said, yes, sir, we'll be there.
Right. There you go. Did it playing on a college field, and I'll go back to the movie Hoosiers when he measures the basketball goal and it's 10 feet. But, in baseball, as you look at it, y'all got a pretty good field at Vandebilt, and you're used to looking at signs out there in the field, advertisement and everything else. Was there any kind of feel that maybe the college field would throw them off a little bit, or did they seem to play right through it?
Well, that was a conversation we had as well. You bring up Hoosiers. I actually told the team about Hoosiers and how they measure the goal and measure the free throw line and everything. And we did that as we went into the playoffs. We kind of try to prepare them for what they're going to experience before they actually experience it, and so they have some strategies to get through the moment. And one of the things we talked about Hoosiers, and we referred to, like, if you're walking on a 2x4 across, laying on the ground, you can walk on it step after step easily. Everybody's confident they can do that. You put that same 2x4 40 stories up, and nothing changes except for where you're doing it. And then, you let the surroundings get to you, and then maybe you have some rigidness and you start to break. But if you treat it the same, then you'll be okay.
It's all in the mind. And you just brought back a story. Coach Becker used to tell us the same thing about the 2x4. So,
yeah,
more Vanderbilt tradition. Just watching you, and I don't make as many games because we cover all the games as much as I should. I'm a Vanderbilt alumnus. But when I'm there and I'm watching you as a coach, you have a good way of working with your coaches. And they're all very qualified. But y'all all know where to be. That just doesn't happen, does it?
Well, we have a plan. We prepare, and the goal is to utilize everybody's skill sets to the best of each of our abilities. So we just go out and let each coach has a role, just like each player has a role. Roles are defined early on in the season, and we practice those as we go about. And we may change something here or there, but yeah, it's about putting people in places where they can succeed, whether it's coaching staff, whether it's players, managers, whatever. Everybody is valuable and everybody has a role, and we practice that, and we play every game like it's a championship game. So when we get to the championship game, we've already really been there.
There was buzz. Heck, I'll see Coach Gano every day at the coffee shop, whether it's early in the morning or late in the evening. There was buzz. There was talk early in the season that Vanderbilt's got everything in place to win a state championship. It's easy to talk about it at the coffee shop, but when you get stuck in brackets where you got every other team that thinks they also have the same amount of talent, then you got to be peaking at the right time. And what I saw on the field on the state championship game was confidence. Y'all caught some confidence, and I don't think y'all ever let it go.
Yeah, I believe there was favor. And no doubt the kids played with a lot of confidence and belief. Belief in accomplishing the goal, but belief in one another. Because it took everybody. If there was any weak links, or if there was disbelief somewhere in the dugout, that would trickle on and that would sour things up. But there was no disbelief. Everybody was on board. They knew the plan. They knew they had value. They knew they had to lock in. We all had a vital role in making this thing happen. And so, everybody, I think, executed their role and just got after it to the best of their ability. It was our turn.
When I was leaving the field, I was talking with a few of the fans, and we were talking about the amount of seniors you have, and I'll let you talk about them in a second. But they were telling me, yeah, we're losing a lot of seniors, but those juniors, sophomores, and freshmen, they got a chance to be on that field and win a state championship. It is now in their blood.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, that one of the goals with the seniors is when we first met one another, their goal was to do this. This was what they wanted to accomplish. And talk is cheap. A lot of them say that. It's time to get to work, and there's championship things that have to be put in place before you win a championship. So they went to work, and they bought into the process of winning every day and doing the things it takes to win a championship, so you can give yourself the best opportunity. And we talk about, the player, the team, and the program. So each one has their place and their deal. Well, part of it is the program. So the seniors, they wanted to win as a team for this year, but they also wanted to lay a foundation for the program. And I think that's what you're speaking of right now. They really laid a foundation and demonstrated what it was like to go win a championship and to be successful. And they want to pass the baton on to the next class and the next class, and to continue this for a while. You know, our minister that traveled with us, Father Andre Melanson, you know, one of his big things was he even spoke about, you know, a newness to it, starting new traditions and new programs in the new championship history type stuff. So, you know, it's the foundation was laid.
Yeah, and going into this last 2 minutes of this segment, God, in the media, especially me, who played for Coach Gaynor, and they won that state championship in '71. And I know as a coach and players, y'all probably got tired of hearing about it's been 51 years. This year was 51 years. But at the same time, when y'all brought that team on the field, and I could almost sense that some of the players were going, that could be us. And those little things sometimes are inspiring. And now all the teams coming up get to look at your team and go, that could be us. Y'all set a new benchmark.
They did. And you know, we realized last year making it to the semifinals, you know, made a little noise, not the outcome we wanted, but made some noise and made some progress. And when you start having success, you have a bigger target on your back, and they're going to give you your best effort. So you really can't take a day off. You can't sleepwalk through a game or through a season or anything. So we realized that, they realized that, and you know, it's difficult. We tell the kids all the time, it says it's hard to get to the top, but it's a lot harder to stay there. So that's the new challenge. And that's the beauty of athletics. Every season brings a new challenge, and we understand what the challenges we're facing, but we're ready to attack them.
Here's the moment, Coach, right here. I'm going to let you take it. Here it is.
3-2, 2 outs. Runners are running. Dominic does a good job of taking the ball where it's pitched the other way, and wow. Such a beautiful sight, you know, such emotion. A lot of work went into that.
Look
Watch
at you,
this
Coach.
leap right
Look
there.
at you. Look, you got some leap. There it is.
Some fresh legs right there. It's funny. Jacob Fairchild's chasing me down. He's got a cooler full of water, and he's right there with me. Talk about an athlete. Yeah.
I was impressed. You got some lift.
Oh, but thank you. You know, I had a lot of adrenaline, a lot of happiness flowing there. There's my little man right there, Crash, coming, and the team. You share that with your family, and then the team as a family. It's just.
And I was going to say that your family is on the field. And what I noticed about you, there's your family. And it just, they're all coming on the field with other people's family. And we're going to get to yours in a second. But they're all coming on board. This is a family deal.
It is. I mean, it takes buy-in from coaches' families, from players' families. It's a huge commitment. You know, you miss out on vacation time. You know, you have to do a lot of traveling. You have practice time. It's a buy-in, and everybody bought in. So that means everybody feels a part. You know, everybody had a part to in this. So it's a celebration for all because all invested.
And look at the emotion. That just, you know, at what part of the game, as you see a lot of hugging and a lot of just joyous call them young adults because that's what they are. And when did you sense that, hey man, I think we got this?
Well, there wasn't a huge level of comfort in there until that last hit that you just showed.
Yeah.
But I guess in the fifth when we scored the 5, it was a lot more comfortable with some separation. I think they made it a 6-run lead. They made a 6-run lead because I knew there was a chance if we scored 4 in the bottom of the 6, it could be over. And then we didn't have to worry about pitch count and all that other stuff. Even though we had some horses in the stable, you know, no lead's ever safe. So until it's over, you know, like old Yogi say, it's not over till it's over.
Right, and that's so true in baseball. Look at the great crowd, Coach.
Phenomenal. I mean, they willed us to really over the top, and I love that shot.
Yeah.
I mean, that was up. You know, on the field looking out, and we could see we had them beat. We had them beat on the field, but we had them beat in the stands. You know, our fans are amazing. The community's amazing. they were ready for this, you know.
And there you see it. There you are, Coach. And, you know, we were able to capture those moments. And you'll see later in this clip, there's the close-ups. And you were taking time to hug and squeeze and congratulate every player. And that's important right there.
I mean, I love those guys, and they love me. Love our coaches, you know, our faculty, administration. It's just every break we do as a team is family. You know, we pray and we break family, and it could be words, but the hugs you're talking about and the squeeze you refer to, I mean, you can touch somebody and then you can really grab them and squeeze them, like, and that's how those hugs were. That's how the love that went into this. So that it's a little different when you have that. You know, I've been part of a lot of teams and a lot of teams that were close, but I don't know that I've been a part of a team that really just loved each other so much. And that can overcome some talent sometimes. You know, we probably didn't have the most talented team in the state, but we had the strongest team in the state and the strongest bond, and that just pushed us so far, and we're able to play well. Look Coach Thompson right there, you know, another Vandy alum.
Yeah,
so,
I've been knowing him forever, especially his parents, his father Andre.
Father Andre, another alum, you know.
Yeah.
Go Terriers, the Vandebilt family, man. I'm so happy for them, so proud of this group to be able to bring this championship to Houma and share it with South Terrebonne and Houma and the Houma community, you know. We need something to celebrate about after everything ever all been through. So,
and there will be a parade on Sunday in all the schools: South Terrebonne, Eleanor's basketball, Vanderbilt's track, Vanderbilt's cross country, Vanderbilt's baseball. But here's some great moments, and Owen, most valuable player,
well deserved. You know, he did well pitching, and he did good this year offensively. But he had a great elite offensive game in the last one of his career. He saved his best for last. I'm so proud of him. Our seniors, our team, you know, everybody executed their role. Everybody was invested. They were on board. They were ready to go. I like that.
One shining moment.
Yeah. I invited Miss Hamilton over. I said, come on. We're going to go get that trophy. You know, I've watched other teams win this over and over and over again. I see the principals go get the trophy and give it to the kids. So I said, come see Miss Hamilton. We're going to go get that thing. They announced our team's name, and before we could take a step, those kids were on it. And they went and got it. So
well, I was also
cool.
glad to see before you did anything, you let them go thank and hug their moms and dads and their family. And that was classy of you to do that.
Well, thank you. Well, I mean, truly, it's about family, and it's about all of us, you know. It wasn't about just us on the field. It was about everybody. And without moms and dads and grandparents and alum and community and administration and all that kind of stuff, we wouldn't have been able to achieve that. It was about all of us.
They say a picture tells 1,000 words. Well, a video tells about 1,000,000 right there. Coach, congratulations. That's some great shots, and you can't take it away from you as the video rolls out once again. Coach Chad Menard, the victorious coach for the Vanderbilt Catholic High School Terriers. Congratulations, Coach. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Martin. Appreciate it, man.
All right, there you have it. We'll take a break. A lot more on Facebook and YouTube. You'll get all the highlights, South Terrebonne, Vanderbilt. Check it out.